Responding to 911 calls is coming to Dayton early next year. The city announced it plans to launch the pilot program. The program would allow for alternative responses for non-emergency and non-violent situations. In a statement, city leaders say the mediation response program is a, quote, transformative approach that will provide needed services to residents while allowing police officers to be more available where they are needed, end quote. Now that it's getting darker earlier, Dayton police say it's time to rethink some bad habits. They say while it may seem convenient to leave your car running to warm it up, you run the risk of having your vehicle stolen. They also said when you are out after dark, use crosswalks and wear bright reflective clothing so you are visible to drivers. And it gets dark so early now. Austin, we had a fall back, and I'm not quite there yet.
See, for me, I kind of liked it because I was able to go to sleep, and it was actually dark at the time that I normally go to sleep at to come into work as early as we do. But I know a lot of folks don't like it. It gets dark so early, and it's a little bit depressing, but that's the season that we're in, and the days are just going to continue getting shorter. Now, normally when the days get shorter, we get cooler, but the weather pattern that we're dealing with this week is actually going to help us warm up and see some high temperatures in the 60s, so that'll be nice. Here's what we're watching as far as the jet stream pattern goes. Notice how it's north of us here in the Miami Valley, and we have upper level ridging in the upper levels of the atmosphere. That's giving us a pretty warm forecast. Now, it's relative. We're still waking up in the 30s and 40s out there this morning, so it's still chilly, but this afternoon we will see a nice warm up in the 60s, and that's going to persist through about Wednesday or Thursday of this week. Now, we will have some changes come the weekend. Notice how the upper level pattern shifts around. We'll have this dip in the jet stream forming over the eastern part of the country, and by Friday and especially the weekend, that's going to allow some cooler air to begin spilling back southward into the Miami Valley. So watch the temperature trend over the next few days. Today it's a very nice warm-up. The average high temperature this time of year is 58 degrees, and we're going all the way to 65 degrees later on this afternoon. And we'll stay in the 60s right on through Wednesday and Thursday. Here comes that temperature drop, though, as we head into the weekend, and then, yeah, it's back to reality by November standards as we get back into the 40s. Meteorologist Kirstie Zontini will have more on that in a few minutes, but first, Kirstie, it is going to be a pretty dry week as well.
Yeah, we don't really have a whole lot of rain to talk about, especially when you're showing that ridge of high pressure over us. Really today and most of the day tomorrow, we don't have any showers to worry about. Now, late Tuesday night, a quick disturbance could bring with it a few sprinkles or a light rain shower, but it's really not going to be until Thursday that we see our next storm system actually give us some scattered rain showers, and then as Austin mentioned, eventually some cool air that will be spilling in as well. Now, live outside this morning, you can see the cars parked out in Urbana, no frost on the windshield there. That's because temperatures are just a little too warm for it. Maybe seeing some spotty frost in cities like Springfield, 34 degrees. Remember, that temperature is taken above ground level, so when you're right at the surface, it's usually a couple degrees colder than that, so it might be supportive of some frost there, but we're in the 40s here in the Dayton Metro, so we are definitely not dealing with frost here. It's 41 in Wapakoneta, 34 in Springfield, 36 in Xenia, and 39 degrees in Greenville. As you're getting the kids ready, they will need a winter jacket this morning, but we are talking about spring-like temperatures for the afternoon, so t-shirt and jeans would be just fine later today as we get well into the 60s. Live Doppler 7 radar is dry, big picture showing that high pressure system is keeping the clouds away, so we actually will have a very sunny morning and sunshine through most of the afternoon. 67 today in Dayton, we'll hit 65 in Bellefontaine and 68 in Springboro. Tonight we dip down to 41, which again, a little bit warmer than what we were dealing with last week. We can thank that southwest breeze tonight for keeping us on the warm side. Tomorrow as well, southwest wind helping to take us back up into the mid-60s. Futurecast does show a nice bright start to your Monday. The work week will be off to sunny and warm conditions throughout the afternoon, and then heading into tonight, you can see a little bit of cloud cover starts to develop. We'll stay dry though through the entire day tomorrow, so here's the late afternoon, still no rain to track. By the evening though, a few light showers will sneak through, and then as we get into the day on Wednesday, we'll be back to some dry time as well. Our 7-day forecast does show rain will come back in on Thursday, a few morning showers Friday, and then that big cool down with more rain as we head into Sunday. Let's get a check on what you can expect walking out the door with Jake Magnotta. He's in for Sergeant Mark. Good morning, Jake. How's the commute looking?
And Kirstie, good morning to you. So far, our commute this morning has been uneventful. We haven't really run into any accidents or delays to start off this early Monday morning drive. So really the focus has been on travel times on our freeway system, and right now We just got a chance to take a look at Interstate 675. Now this is in the Beaver Creek area all the way up to Clark County, so in Route 35 up to Interstate 70. Really no need to add any extra time to your morning commute if you do plan on taking northbound 675. And right now, point to point, you can make that 15-mile drive in 14 minutes. I'm Jake Magnotta, WHIO Team Traffic.
Jake, thank you. 5:21 now, it's 44 degrees.
Comedian Dave Chappelle has a new documentary out, how it showcases his outdoor comedy shows in Yellow Springs.
There could be a turkey shortage this Thanksgiving, or sometimes will be harder to find this year.